What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. I am Jingles, your DDL coach of the Toronto 6. Welcome back to week number 4. It's hard to believe we're actually at the halfway point of the season. 7-week season, week 4. This will put us on the back 9, everybody. So yeah, it's been good so far. So we lost week 1, won week 2, won week 3, and we are on to week 4. So just in case you missed it, I'm gonna have week 3, the card up top right there. I always put it up there just so you guys can go check it out, just to be caught up, just so you're not a little thrown off, just in case you missed it. But yeah, so I guess I kind of spoiled it already. We ended up winning, but it was a very good back and forth set between me and Konami Please Nerf. That was a lot of fun. So, but on to week 4, we are actually dealing with Jon Luke VGC. Jon Luke VGC. So Jon Luke VGC as a player is a very good VGC player. Actually, he goes to a lot of tournaments, spends a lot of time building. Spends a lot of time just trying to like perfect his craft and just like be an expert. So I really respect this opponent this week. He's gonna be. I'm gonna have to bring my A game. I can't make any mistakes because he's not gonna. There's a few of those people in this league where you just cannot make any mistakes. You might be able to outbuild them, but he's been spending a lot of time in prep. He's been spending a lot of time getting used to his roster, his team, and finding holes in yours. So he's doing a great job so far. What is his record so far? I think he's 2-1. I actually just passed him in the standings actually after week 3's conclusion. But that might not be for long, so we'll have to see. Again, I got to bring my A game. So, well, let's dive into his team. You know, I did already talk about kind of who he was and stuff like that. He's a good content creator. You should go check him out. I learn a lot from his channel myself, so you guys should go check him out as well. Go subscribe to his channel. I'm not going to have a card because I'm lazy. But anyway, so go check out Jon Luke VGC because I have myself. And but what is he running on his team? He's got his team of 10. He's got the Incineroar, his round 1. He completely sold out and went with the VGC staple and Incineroar. I know a lot of people think this thing's not great in draft. I beg to differ. This thing is fantastic. If you have 1,000 Pokemon to choose from in VGC and you have a hard time dealing with this thing, what makes you think it's going to be any easier with 10 Pokemon on your team? So I disagree, yeah. The Incineroar is going to be fantastic. Definitely gives my team a hard time. I do have some checks for it, but we'll have to see exactly what impact it's going to have this week, what role it has. There's so many different ways you can run this thing on a weekly basis. So let's see exactly what it's coming. No question. It's definitely going to come. It's just a matter of in what regard. So Regidrago is number 2 on the team. Regidrago, it wasn't a second round pick, but these are in no particular order. But this thing just has the dragon energy, which is so scary, right? This thing is just the dragon's mod. They decided not to nerf the ability with the transistor, and so the Regidrago and the Regieleki abilities, they only nerfed one of the two, thinking it was a great idea. But Regidrago definitely has like a little bit of an uprising in VGC right now. It's winning some online tours and stuff, so for good reason. So again, I have to bring my A game against this thing. If you set this thing up properly, it cannot lose. So I can't let him do that. But let's see exactly if he is able to enable it or if it even comes at all. It probably is because it looks really good. Zapdos is really annoying. The thorn in my side. The one thing that threatens the one thing that threatens his thing. Did you guys follow that? But yeah, his Incineroar, one of my counters for the Incineroar is my Milotic. So the Zapdos definitely threatens that. So I 100% expect to be coming, possibly with like a Charty Berry or maybe even a Mirror Herb or something like that in those regards. So we'll have to see exactly which Zapdos comes. The Tailwind looks really good. It does not get Taunt, which is kind of nice. So I don't have to worry about setting the Trick Room if I want to. The Electric and the Flying Stab only gets Hurricane and Air Cutter, doesn't get Air Slash. So unless it's hitting in the rain or it hits with like Blind Hurricanes or some way to boost its accuracy, I'm not too worried about the flying coverage. Sylveon, man, this thing is really good. The Pixelate ability, giving it a 1.2 boost. I think it's 1.2. Well, I think it used to be 1.3 and they boosted it. So Hyper Voice is a 90 power move, gets the 1.2 boost and becomes Fairy Stab. Very strong stuff. And also Terra Blast is usually a pretty big staple on the Sylveon as well. Very specially defensive, not so much on the physical side, but this thing can hold so many different items. I've seen Fairy Feather, I've seen Choice Specs, I've seen Life Orb, I've seen Covert Cloak. He ran Clear Amulet on it this season, so it could run a bunch of different things. I think it looks really good. Meowstic is really annoying to deal with. It's going to be the battle of the pranksters, but yeah, Meowstic, it's got Fake Out, it's got another Trick Room setter, which is really good. Fake Tears, T-Wave, Screens, any basically move you want to run on this thing it gets. Not so much of an offensive threat, but it definitely enables the partners. The Cobalion in this team, I think it's possible. I did some late late week testing against the Cobalion against this thing, and it was annoying in certain scenarios. So I can't let this thing kind of get out of position, at least from my point of view on my side of the field. So the Cobalion looks a little annoying as long as I, can't handle it, right? So it's manageable, but I've got things to deal with it, but it gets really annoying. But there's no beat up user on his team, so I don't have to worry about the justified stuff, but the iron defense, the bulk up, things like that could be really annoying. The Slowbro, speaking of iron defense, it also gets it, but I think it's less likely to have it. Another Trick Room user, Trick Room Defender, Scald, Psychic, a bunch of different things. Can't taunt this thing, so this thing with Yawn could get out of hand. I can't let it do that. The Chestnut, its bulletproof ability is really, really annoying. I can't even hit it with my Gengar. I found out, I know Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball it's immune to, but I was like, oh, I'm going to be smart and I'm going to run Acid Spray. Nope, it's immune to that too. Found that out the hard way, so we'll see how my Gengar fares this week into that Chestnut. Just deal with it with other things, and then the Gengar can deal with all the other 5, or potentially the other 3 in a given match. Anyway, the Venonat. The Sleep Powder stuff is really annoying, as we found out last week against the Brute Bonnet. Could be problematic, just don't want to let it get too far out of hand. I do have the taunt on the team to deal with it, but that might not be... I might not have my taunt user in a specific week, but I gotta watch out in team preview if the Venonat decides to come. And also like Nightshade and things like that. It's got the almost 100% accurate Sleep Powder, so really annoying stuff. Rage Powder, it's pretty, you could kind of guess the set, but it's really frustrating to deal with if you're not ready for it. The Sentret, it's possible the Sentret's coming, but I feel like if you have the Venonat, why would you bring the Sentret? It's just so much more usable. So I don't think the Sentret's coming, but it's possible. Gotta watch out for that. But what do I think is likely to come? I gotta watch out for that Incineroar first and foremost. I think that thing's really difficult. The Regidrago looks so good into most matchups, especially if you can enable it. So why wouldn't it come? The Zapdos looks amazing as well. I'm just going left to right here, aren't I? Sylveon looks fantastic. Meowstic, Balion. But I think if I had to choose 5 that I'm expecting to come, I'd probably say the first 5. And that, actually, you know what? I'm going to go Incin, Regidrago, Zapdos, Sylveon, and Slowbro, I think are very likely to come, if not expected. I think on the possible, I think it's probably Meowstic, Cobalion, Venonat, and I think on the less likely side, it's probably Chestnut and Sentret. So, but yeah, that's basically the team that I think he's going to bring. We'll have to see. I think we have answers for most of the 10. This team was very difficult to prep against, but we'll have to see what he brings in and adapts, right? So, how am I going to beat Jon Luke this week? Well, here's how I'm going to beat Jon Luke this week. The first Pokemon I want to mention is Gouging Fire. I went back and forth between the Booster Energy and the Clear Amulet. I think it was Clear Amulet until the very end, and I decided to go with the Booster Energy because the Drago was so difficult to deal with. I just wanted to leave the Gouging Fire in the back. If it was a Scarf Regidrago, I just come in and I outspeed it. Then I could just hit it with a very fast attack just to lower its HP so it does even less. I do have the Breaking Swipe and the Snarl to just limit the damage, just in case, and the Flare Blitz just to hit things really hard with the neutral. Same spread as we were running last week with the max speed Jolly, and then just the 1 point lower in the attack, so we get the booster speed. But yeah, pretty standard set. Terra Fairy, obviously, to defend against the things that hit it very hard. The Corner Pawn, again, I feel like I'm running a lot of the same things most weeks. I was able to lower my speed a little bit on this one. It was a little bit of a risk because I know that the Zapdos probably didn't want to just go max, so I didn't really need to target the base 100s. I felt like I could go a little bit slower, so it is a bit of a gamble. I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time because if you're wrong, do you lose the matchup? In this situation, probably, but I also respect my opponent so much that I just don't think he was going to invest that much speed in it, so it was a pretty safe EV investment there, but also it gives us that ever valuable attack stat in that Ivy Cudgel and the Horleech for the recovery. But yeah, not much to say about this Ogerpon other than the unique EV spread. Speaking of unique sets, we're running Tailwind on our Trick Room Sweeper. We've been running Enamorous as our Trick Room Sweeper most of the season, but it does get Tailwind, and hopefully we're going to catch him off guard. Maybe he doesn't set it, and we decide to go for a Tailwind ourselves and just get a little bit of an advantage. That could kind of catch him off guard. Why not? Moonblast Earth Power is all we need. We don't have to worry about the redirection on his team unless it's the Follow Me, which we don't think is really coming. The Overcoat does get around the Rage Powder and the Sleep stuff from the Venonat, so we can just run single target attacks with the Terra Steel just to make our defensive matchup a little bit better into the things we really don't want to see. My Milotic over here. Milotic, see, this one's a little interesting though, because I'm really afraid of the mirror herb stuff with the competitive, because especially with such like a notorious intimidate user like the Incineroar, I feel like he might use my competitive boost against me and boost his partners. So I'm really expecting a Zapdos with a mirror herb, and then he runs it next to the Incineroar. That's actually one of the big leads I've been trying to deal with, is Incineroar Zapdos. Really difficult to deal with the Intimidate on my physical attackers, and just in case for some reason I have the Milotic out there for the Intimidate, he just gets the +2 special attack, and then he could just KO me the first turn if he really wanted to. So that's something I'm definitely a little worried about. So but the next Pokemon, so I guess Muddy Water, Scald, Ice Beam hits everything but the Slowbro, so we have enough special attack and enough speed to outspeed the Zapdos at -1 if it's max speed. If it is, I don't think you're running Covert Cloak against my team, because why would you? I don't know if you're a Fake Out user. Next, I do have the, it's actually making its season debut in Ampharos. So this thing was a little surprising to the people I was testing with and why it was going to be useful this week. The Zapdos matchup was just so difficult over time. So the Ampharos, you can't hit it with either of them, right? You want to hit me with flying and electric moves? Well, Ampharos with AV can deal with both of those. So, and also Power Gem does hit the Incineroar and the Zapdos back very hard. Maybe not very hard, but hard enough. Probably a 2-hit KO against most of them, aside from Assault Vest or whatever it might be, or Major Investment. So we have the Power Gem, the Terra Fairy, Terra Blast, just to not get walled by that Chestnut, the Volt Switch, because I figured we didn't really need the T-Bolt to get to 1v1 that Slowbro. So we were able to run Volt Switch on this one, and E-Web is probably the big one this week, just in case he wants to go fast mode. You're not going to be able to take out the Ampharos very quickly because we are Assault Vest and max HP. So the E-Web, it just sticks around the field, and a partner could protect, go for the E-Web. So as you can tell, there's a little bit of the theme so far with speed control. We do have the Tailwind, we do have the Electro-Web, and we do have the Icy Wind in the Gengar, or on the Gengar. So now we do have that mode where we can run that Icy Wind Gengar. It is the fastest thing in the matchup. And then we also... Is it the fastest thing in the matchup? I think it is. 1 second. It is. Yes, it is. It speed ties with my team, but who cares? But we have the Icy Wind just in case we want to go in that scenario where he wants to go for that Zapdos lead. We can go for the Icy Wind, drop its speed, and then the Milotic is faster than it, so it can go for an Ice Beam and potentially just pick it up. Especially if we have that competitive boost. He might think he's just going to get rid of me, but he ain't. So the Acid Spray, just to make all of our special attackers a little bit stronger, getting the -2 special attack, plus whether or not it's the Milotic, the Enamorus, or the Gengar itself, just using multiple Acid Sprays in succession. We could just keep snowballing with our Acid Sprays over and over. The Taunt, I think, is really necessary against that Iron Defense Body Press set, possibly on either the Chestnut and also the... what's the thing? The Cobalion as well. And also Taunt against the Venonat is really good. So Taunt was just a very good bring this week. Terra Dark, just to get around things that want to hit it really hard. And then we have Protect on there just because that is what you really want to run on a Focus Sash set. But just in case you thought I was going a little too fast, I don't know, we're done. So that's the team. So everybody, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching the preview. And I wish best of luck to my opponent, Jon-Luke. I think it is first seed versus second seed this week in week 4. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, and we're about to start the match in 3, 2, now. All right, Jon-Luke, let's get it. Let's go get it. Week 4, DDL. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough week. He's got a really tough team. Testing, it went okay. It got better as it went on, but I feel like this is the team. He didn't bring the Reggie Drago, which is kind of nuts. My team was like big time prepared for it. In testing, like if that thing was set up, I was just done. I was done for. I was a goner. All right. So Incin Zapdos was the lead that we prepped for the most because I thought it looked the best. And now that I think of it, I actually don't remember what our lead was. We gotta watch out. So the Incin lead makes sense. So we could just lead Insta offense if we go with the... Yeah, like... Terra Steel Zapdos is exactly what we planned for as well. And we are booster energy, so we don't really need to preserve the booster energy on the Gouging Fire. The Cobalion setup's kind of annoying. You know what? Let's go for this. Because I feel like this was the one to kind of catch him off guard. Can't be faked out, but he can T-wave us, so that could be a thing. And we have to bring the Ogerpon in the back row because it just handles so many things. And now that and I feel like we have to bring the Gouging Fire. It's either Gouging Fire or Enamorous. I actually don't know. The Gouging Fire is such a good switch, and let's just do that. Let's get some volume here. Jon Luke, all right. Jon Luke's a heck of a player, so I'm actually a little nervous right now. Let's see. We've got Cobalion Meowstic. This is probably the lead I was not expecting, like literally the most. He can't fake out either of them. We can't go for, I say we go for a taunt into the Cobalion because this thing's not really threatening unless it's actually getting the iron defenses. You can't taunt me, can't fake out this lead either. So we can always just go for some damage here. Yeah, let's do that. Taunt goes off. If this is Mental Herb, I'm gonna lose it. Good. Okay, Iron Defense makes sense. Muddy Water goes off. Is this Trick Room? Yeah, it would have to be. Unless it's like min speed. Psychic goes off. Oh, yo, no way. Hold on, that was a crazy first turn. Psychic. And then we've got Iron Defense. So I feel like we can go for an Acid Spray into this thing. Because I feel like you're switching here. And let's punish a switch in. Yeah. Acid Spray goes off. Is it Covert Cloak? No reason to be, right? Body Press goes off. That does more than I'd like. Who did I miss? Not the Meowstic. Oh, I hit the Meowstic. Okay. I eventually have to deal with this friggin' Cobalion. I can't Acid Spray it though, but I can go for an Icy Wind here. There's gotta be Zapdos. Yeah, Zapdos here. So this is our play. I think we go for the Acid Spray. Hold on. He's saving his Terra wisely for sure. It's gotta be Instant in the back, right? So who can we attack safely? I feel like this could be... Let's go for an Icy Wind here, and then maybe we go for a Scald. I feel like... No, let's go for a Protect. I feel like he wants to at least hit this Milotic once. Okay, Icy Wind hits the Cobalion. I feel like he just Body Presses again, right? Unless this is a Heavy Slam to break my Sash. That could be it. Icy Wind goes off. Yeah. Okay, so we hit that. What are you? Leftovers? There's a Speed Drop. Okay. Heavy Slam. Yeah, breaks the Sash. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so Heavy Slam's disabled, so you can only go for the... Okay, so there's the taunt again. Well, you can't Terra Steel the Zapdos here, because then you can't Terra Water this thing. So I feel like we should taunt again, and we might lose both Pokemon here. So we have our special attackers in the back. Let's go for an Acid Spray. And maybe we can go for a... If he's Terra Water, I feel like we can deal with this. Let's do this. No, we have to get the Icy Wind off, right? Okay, drops their speed. You're not Cloak, why would you be, right? Speed Drop and Speed Drop. Yeah, so you're not Cloak. What are you? Probably Charty Berry or something, right? What does this do? Ooh. Okay. And he can't... I feel like this is an Iron Defense, right? It's pretty safe. Ooh, Body Press. Okay, maybe he didn't think he was going to pick up, or he covered for the Terra. I feel like we're sitting pretty good here. Here's the thing. I feel like Protect Terra makes sense here, but he's not going to Protect Terra if I do this. Let's bring in... This is really tough. I feel like we have to bring in this defensively. Body Press, Heavy Slam. It's got to be Protect, right? Meowstic is just Psychic. We've got Zapdos with Thunderbolt. Protect. It's not Covert Cloak. We're not getting a lot of items here. Let's go for an Acid Spray into this slot. And I feel like we could just go for a Flare Blitz into this slot, right? You're not just going to let me do it, are you? Yeah, I'm not really sure what I was doing with that turn. We're just trying to preserve the Ogerpon so we don't get intimidated later. We just need one pickup. So he went for a Terra. He still could Protect here. Protect Terra was our call, right? Yeah, Terra Water. So we're going for the Breaking Swipe. An Iron Defense would really suck, but we do have the high crit on the Ogerpon. This has got to be an Iron Defense, right? Okay, so that picks up 1 KO. Do we lose to just Iron Defense now? Acid Spray goes off, hits that, okay. He can't hit the Gengar, so we can go for another Acid Spray here. Body Press. I feel like an Iron Defense might have been a better play there, so if this is instant, I think we just win. Sylveon, okay. Okay. Quick Attack won't pick up. If we taunt this thing, I think we win. I feel like we're okay here. So no Protect on the Sylveon. Could be Specs. Count goes off. Did he go for an Iron Defense? If he did, that's a definite win. Yeah, cool. Alright. Hyper Voice, is this Specs? Well, I don't know. It just did a lot. So Heavy Slam, is he still cursed? Or still disabled? I don't think so. Yeah, now he's not. So we can go for Heavy Slam. How much does Heavy Slam do to us? Because we're going to be able to take one for sure. Heavy Slam into my Ogerpon does 91 to 107. What in the world? Wow. That's crazy. Well, we do have the Sturdy. I feel like we go for a Spiky Shield here. Oh, we can go for the defense boost. Yeah, let's bait out a Protect from him. I think this might be Quick Attack Heavy Slam, right? That'd be kind of cool. Because that breaks the Sturdy. And then he hopes he lives, but I don't know if this Cobalion has Protect yet. Spiky Shield would go first. All right. What is he doing here? Ooh, Body Press, yeah. Oh, wait. I feel like Heavy Slam does more. Wait. No, Body Press does more. Okay, so Hyper Voice goes off. Okay, so we're going to go for a Terra Rock. Cudgel into the Sylveon. Oh, I forgot I don't have another partner. And if this is Spec Sylveon, I think with Terra Fairy, it's kind of screaming Specs, right? Let's see, can we pull off a Game 1 win? Defense boost, we really needed that. Okay. Oh, Mirror Herb. Oh no, does he pick me up anyway? Oh crap. Body Press picks up now, I think. Uh-oh. That's really smart. He wins. Wow. Just brilliant. That was awesome, dude. I'm happy that you won that one, actually. That's crazy. Yo, Mirror Herb Cobalion. Man, I should have taken it out. Would Sylveon have picked it up? No, I should have gone for the other slot. That's so dumb. Let me see. Did you just message me? Yeah, GG. Hold on, dude. I'm messing up my thing by replying to you. Hang on. I'll reply to you after. All right. Battle with same rules. Yeah, that was a great tech. Because, yeah, he picks up regardless. That's just really smart. No Ensign, though. All right, but now he knows I'm booster energy. Now Ensign might look a little bit better. And I'm not going to get away with that taunt again, so we need to lead some offense. I really wish I didn't drop that game. All right. So he's not Covert Cloak anywhere. Sylveon as a lead actually looks pretty good. Let's get Tailwind up. I feel like that'd be pretty good. Let's go. Let's just get this up right now. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, but Heavy Slam does a lot of damage. I feel like we didn't really need our Terra there, actually. Milotic looks okay. Honestly, Ampharos, yeah, he's got a bunch of Terra Water. All right, I was able to hit GG. Do we want Milotic here? Gouging Fire is just kind of nice. But Gengar's pretty good too. I feel like Gengar's kind of necessary. He didn't go for a fake out, he just went for damage, so... This last lot's really tough. Is it Gouging Fire? I feel like it's just Gouging Fire. Or is it Milotic? Let's do Milotic. It's hard to get rid of. We've got the... We are very Zapdos weak, I think. But we do have the Ampharos here. Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident about this one. Okay, Zapdos as a lead. Okay, this is what we were expecting. Maybe with the Meowstic, maybe not. Yeah, he's got to be... We might be able to just delete that. Actually, Follow Me here is not bad. Follow Me Tailwind. Ooh, but if he go... Hold on, if he goes for Fake Out, and then he gets the attack off into this thing, that could be really rough. Feel like we don't need our Terra. Okay, we would have to win this game quickly. We gotta step on the gas. So he's going for a Terra Steel. And we are also going for a Terra Steel. So he's committed his Terra nice and early. He didn't switch into the Ensign. I think Fake Out and a T-Bolt would hurt, but then we have the speed advantage, and then I think we're okay. But we know it has Protect, though. Baseball Follow Me goes off. Yeah. So which means he didn't Fake Out. Rain Dance goes off. Thunder. Okay. Oh, Hurricane. Okay. This does a lot. Yeah. So we get our Tailwind off. If it's Quick Attack Meowstic, I'm gonna lose it. Do we save this thing? I feel like I kind of wanna. Oh, Thunder's gonna hurt too. Well, this Ampharos does really well, actually. Let's go for Ampharos switch in here. No, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, we are very Zapdos weak. We need to hit this thing really hard right now. Let's go for a Cudgel. And let's go for an Earth Power into this thing. Like, we have to start doing damage. Okay, that crit's nice. Earth Power goes off. Hits it really hard. Wow, just straight up Oko. Let's go. That's a really frail Zapdos, but that's a huge KO for us. Massive. What did they probably just went for Psychic, right? Just to pick up this Ogre. Oh, Trick Room. Okay. Well, that really sucks. So what's coming in now, though? Probably Instant in the Rain, though? Sylveon, yeah. Well, Sylveon doesn't really hit my Enamorous, though. So spread damage, so... This is pretty slow, so we could always just go for a Follow Me here. And then I guess Sylveon would go first. We can go for Spiky Shield, I guess, but I kind of want this thing to go down now. Fake Tears, okay. Is this Moonblast? Like, how are you hitting me right now, Hyper Boys? Yeah, it does a lot. Okay. But we are hitting back with a Moonblast, and then our... It's not a Min Speed Ampharos, though. Oh, that didn't do that much. Oh, the special attack drop is massive. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, this comes in, yeah. I feel like we need to reset the speed, reset the drops here. I kind of want to get rid of this Meowstic now. Do we go before the Sylveon, though? Let's go for a Power Gem into this slot here, and let's go for a Protect. Because it'll pick off the Meowstic, catch him on a switch in if he decides to. Okay, who did you switch in here? Okay, so Zama... Well, basically the Zumazenta. Pseudo Zumazenta. So this will pick up the Meowstic. At least should. Thank you, okay. So it's Sylveon and Cobalion. Tailwind's gone, so we underspeed the Cobalion now. And we also underspeed this here. How many turns of Trick Room does he have? 2? I don't like this. It really comes down to what speed it is, right? So this is just an Iron Defense, right? So let's go for a Volt Switch here. And let's go for a... Sure. I don't know. I just don't think we... No, we don't have the speed advantage. And then, that Volt Switch was not a great play because now our back row is going to get hit. By this Cobalion. Well, the rain is at... Well, how many more turns is the rain up for, actually? Because Muddy Water will do okay. Scald will do okay. Iron Defense goes off. Okay, we have a two special attackers left. This is probably a Protect for him. Oh, Rain's gone now. Yeah, and then Body Press just picks up, right? Well, at least we KO it after the Hyper Voice, though. I think we have to go for a Scald here for the burn, don't we? And then we go for Volt Switch does the most, right? Actually, we outspeed it if we... Is this greedy, though? Let's go for a Scald into... Scald into the Sylveon. Electroweb here. So we don't get the drop, though. But if we can pick off the Sylveon here, might be okay. So you gotta hit me twice. Okay, so that goes first. And then Muddy Water really needs to hit now. Oh, Scarlet, sorry. So now he's seen Electro Web, though. I feel like he's going to see that Electro Web. This was just really well played by him. So we go for Scald here. I feel like... this is really rough. I think our only play here is Protect and then Electro Web. But if he attacks around it, I think we lose. Have we shown Protect on my Milotic yet? I think we might have. Yeah, he wins. All right. Oh, see, that was really rough because, like, we could have gone for the Scald there and gone for the burn, and then we might have taken one. Because now we just lose here, right? Ah, crap. Well, that doesn't feel good. All right, well, he played really well. I feel like we had him game one, and then that Mirror Herb tech was just fantastic. Yeah, what a great team he built. Seriously. But he got 1-0-1-0 on me, so it was really close. I feel like game one could have gone either way. I'm not sure if... I think I was afraid of the Protect and then that massive Hyper Voice from the Sylveon. Sorry. Yeah, one sec. Okay. Yeah, so debrief. I feel like we could have played that differently, but it would have been nice to at least take a game there because, like, these tiebreakers really go a long way. No, but I think I would probably just want to compliment his prep, and the play was good too. He didn't make any mistakes. I got a couple of nice KOs early. I feel like I kind of just stepped off the gas pedal a little bit, but that Trick Room was just really nice. I should have saw that Trick Room was an option, and then that Cobalions forced to get on the field a little quicker. And then, yeah, I think we were okay. Yeah, we needed to get rid of that Meow Stick, and we didn't. So, yeah. All right, well, live and learn. So, I will see you guys in a second. Jon Luke, excuse me, has agreed to do an interview, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Yo, JL.
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Dude, your team was so good, man. Like, when I saw that Mirror Herb at the end, I was just like, I literally gave you a round of applause, man. I was like...
I dead forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, well, I need to hope that like Woodhammer doesn't KO. Like he's not offensive and he gets a low roll, and then the body press crits. And then I saw the +1 pop off, and I was like, oh yeah, I teched that.
Yeah, and I actually quickly looked. Heavy Slam did a lot, but when I saw you body press did more, I was just like, yeah, body press. Yeah, body press, I might live it. And then when I saw the plus, I'm like, oh, I'll just get the +1 and I just win. Cool. I was feeling gravy. And when I saw the Mirror Herb, I was like, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to your opponent. And there's not a whole lot I could have done there. Dude, was that Sylveon Specs?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I saw
Specs.
it. I'm just like, Terra Fairy Specs just looks so good. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, man, game one was, dude, that was a lot of fun. Just that whole set in general. The result wouldn't really say so. I guess 1-0-1-0 means it was really close, but no, man, like the team was really good. You played really well. There was some fun tech on both sides. Like, I'm kicking myself for letting you get Trick Room up in game two. I should have saw that coming and I should have attacked into it, and
yeah, I was not calling Tailwind on Enam.
No.
I was ready for like, that's why I didn't lead. So normally, the game plan was supposed to be game one is always what I did game two: Zapdos, Meowstic, Sylve, Cobalion in the back. It's always supposed to be those four in that order. But yeah. I saw you had two Pokemon that could underspeed Sylveon and Trick Room. It is min speed quiet. It's the slowest a Sylveon can be.
Yeah.
So I was like, the Trick Room's not that good. And so I went out and I got that first game, I got really unlucky, and I got lucky. For sure. I did end up doing the calc. Did your Ogerpon have any bulk in it, or was it max?
Hold on, let me just share my pace with you. I forgot we usually do that.
I'll send mine as well.
Let me see.
But your team did not look, it was close to what I had prepped for, but I did not anticipate Gengar and
Ampharos?
Yeah.
Yes.
We thought it would just be
it's funny.
We thought it would be
dude, when
top 6.
We were testing and I was just like, who would have thought it would have been Ampharos? Who would have thought Ampharos was the play? Dude,
like, Cresselia was a that's the fake tiers plus Specs Sylveon was exclusively for Cresselia. Like, that's the whole reason it's there. Let's see.
Sorry,
Overcoat, very fast. Not min speed on the amp. That's what I was worried about. With AV, very cool.
Yeah, it kind of stopped that Zapdos. Yo, was that Earth Power, the Life Orb Earth Power? I was a little surprised it picked up.
It's a roll. It was because are you max? Yeah, it's a roll in my favor. You got a little lucky on that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the KO for sure. The Incin, man, was such a problem. Dude, Incin Zapdos was such a bad lead for me. Like, most of my prep was involved just dealing with that lead.
Yeah, so we knew that you were going to over-index on Incineroar pretty hard. So, effectively, I have Incin. It is on the team, and it is meant to scare you. But none of my game plans involved bringing it.
There's the Chardy. I was afraid it was going to be on the Zapdos, which is why I attacked around it in game 2. I was like, he's not just going to let me take this. So he's either Terra stealing, or he's faking it out, or he's whatever. And I gotta rewatch that set after and just be like, could I have played that differently? Like, you played really well. Like I'm looking at some of the plays. Like, the fake tears was nice. I'm like, I think I'd take this, but late game, that's really bad for me. But I really didn't want to switch in anything for the back row. The Sylveon made perfect sense. It was good. But the Drago, dude, like, late prep, Drago was like, I have to go Terra Fairy on, like, everything.
And we knew that you were going to do that. That's the reason we didn't bring Drago. We bought Cobalion instead. Mainly, Cobalion A, because it hard walls Ogerpon. And B, it's like, okay, Drago is such an offensive threat. You have... So this is we're not saying like you're predictable or anything.
No.
I really, really respect your draft knowledge.
Sure.
You definitely know more about draft than I do, for sure. Like, I don't think that's even a question. And
until the end of the season, you seem to be doing pretty well.
I don't know. I'm not undefeated, but it was this moment. It's like, okay, he's gonna respect Drago because he knows what Drago can do. So we're not gonna bring Drago. It's
well, you could
like,
have still brought it. You could have still brought it. It's just maybe had it as a mode or something. And if, for example, I did kind of not really build for it, like a late game 3 or something like that, it could have done really well. Like, if it looked really good, I still think you could have beat me with it. It's just I would have had to play around it like crazy. So if anything, I had an easier time picking my 4 without it being there. Yeah. So maybe just like a little bit of like draft kind of, not knowledge, but like maybe a little bit of wisdom, draft wisdom. Yeah. So I feel like you read it pretty well. Like, the Mirror Herb was fantastic because, again, body press picks up. Oh, you weren't max defense or even close, so I might have survived that actually.
It was a roll in my favor. A 56% chance to OHKO. If you're noble,
okay. Well, what did I have? I think I had like just a little bit of
bulk. Yeah, so it was a 50-50.
What was your speed on your Zapdos again? Because I was predicting, I'm like, I don't think he's going to try to outspeed the gouging. Well, I think he might go for the gouging and miss everything else.
We're 1 speed point faster than adamant gouging. Because so the Mirror Herb actually was not for Ogerpon. It was for D-Dance gouging.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Heavy Slam onto your Enam, if it's max HP, is never a one-hit KO with no investment. And it took too much investment for us to feel comfortable taking away from the special defense. Yeah. So basically the goal was for you to D-Dance in front of Cobalion, calling us to play defensively. We get the +1 in attack, and now we can OHKO Enam in a single Heavy Slam.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The Mirror Herb worked in... It's funny when things work out differently than you planned, but it still works out.
Yes. Yeah. I was just like, I was not ready. Like, you'll see when I post the video, like later today. I just want to get it done. But like, I was like, oh, okay, I have to do all this, and then that proc like popped, and I was like, oh, I forgot.
No, if that were me, I would have been like, I'm the best. Like, I'm good. I'm good by accident sometimes.
I was trying not to tilt after that turn 1. Like, I was like, oh my god, of course I get because there was a couple of games.
Oh, the accuracy drop. Yeah.
Yeah, in prep where I lost exclusively because Milotic hit every single muddy... Because I knew you were going to run Muddy Water because you have every week prior. So I figured it was going to be Wide Lens Muddy Water, which... Was I right?
No, it was Covert Cloak. Again, yeah, it was the fake out. Like, so basically the plan for me was to... What was it? It was if you led Incin Zapdos, but you ran the Mirror Herb on the Zapdos... Because that's what I was afraid of. That's one of the reasons why I actually had
didn't even cross my mind.
Charm on there at one point.
That tech did not even cross my mind.
No, well, it was more so not even so much I want Cute Charm to go off. It was more like I don't want you to get my Mirror Herb boost, and I'm actually glad I didn't play around that because it wasn't on what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
So that actually kind of worked out. Yeah, I really got to watch that again and kind of see like would I have played that differently, because you did force me to play in a way that I wasn't expecting. The Sylveon with Specs was a lot of pressure. That was a lot of pressure. Ooh, the Lagging Tail too. Wait, why Lagging Tail?
So it is actually impossible for Meowstic to be slower than min speed Klefki. We're too fast, no matter what.
Oh.
Like even if you have no investment. So we specifically went Lagging Tail because like we were pretty indexed on D-Dance, Gouging Fire, plus like Screens, Sunny Day Klefki.
Yeah.
So basically, Lagging Tail specifically, no matter if we are in Trick Room or out of Trick Room, allows our
Rain
weather
Dance
to go
goes
second. Because if we do Iron Ball, we would go first in Trick Room. So we had to do like, we did originally have Trick, but having Trick Room on Meowstic felt really good. It felt unexpected. Like you see the Slowbro, you're like, Slowbro's going to be the Trick Room on.
I figured it could have it. I was afraid of setting Tailwind for that possibility, and then I just didn't take my own advice and try to stop it.
Yeah. Well, Sylveon still would have been slower than everything anyway, so it would have been okay, but...
Yeah.
And then we would still have Trick, but I am a pretty huge proponent on, like, you cannot have a Pokemon that does not have an attacking move outside of very specifically Smeargle and Clefairy. Those are the only two I feel like you can do without an attacking move.
So or if you can afford the Mental Herb or something, or whatever it is. I used to run it on my Sableye quite a bit, because Sableye wants all 4 and can't be taunted with Prankster and stuff like that. So yeah, like you said, it's usually most of the time you don't want to do that, but there are some situations, yeah.
Yeah, but at least for me personally, I have to have that attacking move. And Psychic was there because it's an opportunity to just break the Sturdy on Pond.
Yeah. And potential Sashes or almost Oko my Gengar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I like, you'll watch the video, but I was literally like, don't tilt. I know we've just started, but don't tilt. Like, it's like, you gotta play it out. Like, the reason that we went for this in particular, sorry, I can yap for hours. So if you tell me not to.
No, that's fine. We're good. This is content, baby content. People are probably enjoying this if they stuck around this long.
So, but my main thing is like, the reason that we didn't do Drago, to kind of go back to a point, and the reason basically every game plan I had involved these 4 Pokemon, no matter what you did. So it was just a really consistent game plan where I didn't have to like change on the fly depending on the team. The only adaptation in there is that at one point, depending on how you played, I would swap Cobalion out for Slowbro.
Swap Cobalion out for Slowbro. Okay.
Yeah, because if you were hyper indexing on Gouging Fire, Slowbro's so bulky that even if you get a +1, Breaking Swipe takes at worst for you 6 times to KO. Yeah. So you would just continue to chip yourself with the Rocky Helmet. Yeah. I would be able to get Scald. If you had Terra it, I could burn. Like, there's a bunch of stuff right there. But yeah, we were really scared of specifically Ogerpon, Gouging Fire, Cresselia, and hang on. I can actually... Hang on, I'll just send this to you real quick. I'm going to send you the mock team we made for you. Sure.
This is free content for everybody.
Well, I have to change it. Well, actually, I sent it to... hang on, I'll grab the link.
No, it's all good. We can just kind of talk about it in theory if you want to. That's fine. Like, you don't really have to get into what you were prepping against, other than just kind of like theoretically and
right here.
Talking about
there
it.
There it is.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, because I had multiple people play against me. So this is actually what we prepped against. And this for us was the scariest version of the team.
Yeah, based on what you brought, yeah, I'd say. Yeah, the cornerstone was almost exact. The speed made sense. I went adamant because I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and again, respecting your opponent, I was like, I don't think he's gonna waste his speed EVs and his Zapdos, so I could probably just kind of go lower. And it's playing with fire. I don't do it a lot because, like, if I'm wrong, I lose the 1v1, and the Ogerpon was definitely there for the Zapdos. Or one of the answers for the Zapdos. But I had a feeling, I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like he's going to do that. I did have Clear Amulet on the Gouging Fire at first. And then once I found out how difficult that Drago was to deal with, I was like, I just need to be faster, man. Like, it's just, I need a situation where I'm just faster than it. But Cresselia was on the team for a minute, but it was mostly Klefki. I probably wasn't bringing both. Yeah, like again, I got to go back to the drawing board and kind of see exactly what went wrong and if I could have just played it differently and there was a win in there somewhere. But yeah, it's funny, the Ampharos was really interesting with the E-Web because like I was like, he's not going to go hard trick him against my team, is he? My team, and you did. Well, not hard trick him. You went both. I figured you'd have a hybrid team.
Yeah, the trick room mode specifically for the gouging plus Ogre Pond felt really good. And we anticipate there would only be one thing that you would bring that could underspeed and inspeed Sylveon, and one fake tears, and you get deleted. It gets deleted even at like max HP.
Yeah, Mudsdale almost made the team too, man. It was good.
That was another fear.
I think it was gonna be Zach. Man, it's funny because like when you draft a good team, and I will say that I drafted a good team straight up.
We agree. We very much agree.
Yeah.
After the prep for this week, yeah, Evan even said he was just like, Jay just got a good team.
Yeah, like, and I felt like your team was a lot better too. I had a hard time dealing with all the different things you could have. Like, I almost had to completely ignore your Prankster T-Wave too, because I'm like, I can't plan for everything. So I had like Terra Dark on the Gengar. I had, what's it called? The Follow Me, okay, fine. And I had the Ampharos, I guess. But like, other than that, I didn't really have an answer for it. I didn't even have Trick Room on the team.
Yeah, I noticed now. That was... when I saw the team, I was like, okay, it's not really a Trick Room team. It's like Enamorous is there to answer my Trick Room team, but... Yeah,
I actually had...
Go for it.
I had Trick Room on the Gengar at one point.
You see, and the other thing too is that I was calling Power Herb Meteor Beam Ampharos.
Yeah, I figured that would be one of the ones, but I couldn't afford the item. It was a little squishy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was considering it. It does do considerable damage. It was more so there to be a nuisance than anything. And
yeah,
just
I saw the Volt Switch and I was like, wait. I was like, I'm scared.
Yeah, the Volt Switch was just like, it was T-Bolt, but I'm like, honestly, it's really just there for the 1v1 against the Slowbro. And I'm like, I can 1v1 the Slowbro with a Volt Switch. I'd probably a 2-hit KO or something, or if you haven't tear it or whatever. But man, I wish I took a game off you, because like, yes, that game was close in both games and stuff, but the results don't really help me when it comes to the tiebreakers. I wish, because then I go to -2 in the first tiebreaker, which kind of sucks. That really helped out yours, separating from the herd a little bit, because a bunch of 2-1 teams.
Yeah. I forgot that because before this week you were first and I was second.
Oh, were you second? Okay.
Yeah. So I was right behind you. So I mean, I did say that I had to put you in your place. And,
you did. You did. You got me this week. Hopefully I can make it up in the playoffs. I can get back at you.
I certainly think you can. Like, again, every week I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna be an easier week of prep, and then it's not. So it's
yeah.
Like,
just don't get a little bit of advice. Just don't get too into the weeds that much. I've prepped with people, and they start prepping for like the most obscure things, and then they bring this suboptimal team, which you haven't done yet. I'm just saying that, just a fair warning. It can kind of get you if you're not careful.
Yeah. I think our level of prep is good. Evan's a really good coach in terms of draft. So he does stop us from getting a little too far into the weeds, I think. So
yeah,
overall, I'm not too worried about that. It's more so I'm just trying to like, keep on the ground a little bit. Like, don't get a big head about anything. Like, I can.
No, you're doing great, man. You're doing fantastic. I think you're made for draft, man. You love. Can I ask you a question? Do you really enjoy the building aspect of Pokemon?
No, but in this particular instance, no. But in this
that's not the answer I was looking for.
Particular instance, yes, it's very fun. It's fun in draft. I like it because in standard meta VGC, you're just trying to figure out something that can win. This is a puzzle. I have one problem that I need to solve, and then it is solved and I'm done. Or it's not solved, but it's too late. The time has passed. Yeah. So I find. And this draft gives me a more interesting opportunity to build than I would say standard VGC does. Like, you're never going to see Mirror Herb Cobalion or Clear Amulet Sylveon in standard VGC. You know what I mean?
Well, not
so
on
like,
a winning team.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like this very odd, like I get to do some really cool, fun stuff. So
yeah.
do I enjoy the process of team building broadly? No, I like to play, and I like to watch people play. But in terms of draft, yes, I enjoy the team building aspect of it quite a bit. Because I don't think it's the same. I think it's quite different.
Yes, I would say it's also very different. Yeah, it does help though. I feel like after a season of Draft League, you might start building teams for VGC slightly differently. You're like, oh, okay, or like I remember I used the example I faced a Glysaur in a tournament once, and I knew what it could do, but a lot of people who have never seen it, because when would you? Right. Other than in regular playthroughs and stuff like that, like even in like an Ampharos, I'm not saying you're gonna run into that, but in Amorous Therian, like, you know, people might not know they might know its special attack, but they don't know its speed. They won't know if something underspeeds it or whatever it is. But draft kind of helps you like look at, like, just for people watching as well. It helps with things you're not really usually gonna see, and it helps with your Pokemon knowledge a little bit too, especially with certain moves. You're like, ooh, there's a move I didn't know God, and things like that. So yeah, man. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah. Well. Yes, the broad well, yeah. So it's not that I'm not enjoying it. I think I've made it pretty clear on my channel before that my goal ultimately is not to be a competitor; it's to be a caster. Yeah. And the reason for that is just that I put way too much pressure on myself in terms of competition. So like leading up to each of these draft matches, I don't talk about this a lot, but I'm not shy about it. I have quite bad anxiety. I medicated for it, and so it kind of knocks my anxiety up. Because I'm like, I gotta do well, and people are gonna watch, and there's like all of this mental stuff to it, and I don't find that particular aspect of competing enjoyable. No. I think it detracts from that, and over the years, therapy and stuff like that, I've been working really hard in order to get better at that. But it's hard and it takes time, and so I really love Pokemon, and I really love playing Pokemon, and I've really enjoyed the draft process so far. But the only thing that kind of detracts from that is like the next couple of days, I'm not gonna do any draft prep. I'm gonna hate my life trying to do raids in Dynamax Adventures for a shiny that I want. And then I'll go back. But as next Friday and Saturday comes along, that anxiety will rise again, and it's a bit cumbersome in that regard.
Yeah, it's definitely a little painful when you get that nervous, and you might be happy to know or relieved to know that. Like, yes, you were saying that this is something that you've dealt with, but every single person that I've played draft with at some point has said that exact same thing, saying the anxiety, but going into a match that people are watching, there's replays that will last forever, unless, for example, Showdown loses all of its old replays, which did happen a while ago, so we can't watch those. But yeah, it's you have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything in the battle, you know what I mean? So, I get nervous too, and I've been doing it for a long time. So just because, again, you have one chance. It's not just like, oh, I could just go win the next one. No, that's your week. That's it. You got one shot to win the week, and that's it. So you are very normal in that sense. That like getting very anxious before a match. It still has to be. I know somebody, championship player, literally throws up before her matches sometimes. Yeah, it's serious, man. Like, it's a very serious thing for some people. Some people are just like, eh. I also feel like if you kind of go in with means you might not care as much. But we want to win. We're competitive. We want to win. We seize the moment, right? So you can only win the games in front of you. Inter cliche here. But
I mean, they're cliche because they're true. I'm not as much a harper on cliches as maybe some others are.
Yeah, they're there for a reason. So, is there anything else you want to get off your chest about that match? I know it's easier to kind of hang up the call when you've won, but I think I've kind of said my piece as well. You're having a great season so far. Any final words before we end off?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for hosting this, Jay, and thank you for kind of everything about you. Got me into the Draft League. You've helped me out. You helped me prep against Tang. And a couple of other things. So I'm very appreciative of you and this time. I still respect you as a draft player. I won't make the joke, but I'm also grateful that you are, you've lost and you are being incredibly gracious, and I think that says a lot about you and who you are as a person, and I think you should be really proud about that.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, like, and I think if anybody's watching this right now, and I think one of the things that I always say to people: win with grace, lose with grace. Right. If you win, don't dance on their grave. If you lose, don't take away their you know, their joy and stuff like that. I've heard everything in the book. I might make a video just on it. Things draft players say. When you lose a game, like, I'm not even joking, man. I've literally been in calls with people. Like, I've watched someone's game live, and then everybody hops in a call, and the first thing the loser says is, I didn't even really care about this week. Or, I built this team 2 seconds ago. Or, I just want to let you know, here are all the reasons why A, B, C, D, E, F, why your win doesn't mean as much as it should, and I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff so much.
No, yeah, I think that feeling those negative emotions is normal. You know, you put effort and time into it, and I think it's perfectly valid to feel those. But feeling the emotions isn't what speaks volumes about you. It's about how you react to them. Yep. So I totally agree.
Yeah, so if anybody just, like, if you watch the channel for long enough, guys, I'm probably going to give you little J-isms, I guess, as we go and stuff like that. I think one of them that you can take away from this week is win with grace, lose with grace. I'm looking right at the camera when I say this. And Jon Luke, thank you very much. You win with grace. You compliment the other person. You back and forth, talk about the game, and move on to the next week. And you kind of saw how I dealt with it as well. It's not fun losing, but you can kind of see the fun things about the loss as well. And again, another cliche before we end off is you win more from losing than you do from winning. Sorry, you learn more from losing than you do from winning. So, and with that, Jon Luke, thank you very much for joining me. This is great. Fun week. Good luck in week 5. And I will see everybody in the next one. Jon Luke, say bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.